As a matter of fact, I know I was working here in '84 because I just remembered that all the when the '84 Olympic team trained here. Jordan wasn't the biggest star at the time. I mean, he was a star, but in '84 there was Charles Barkley got cut from that team, and so did John Stockton. But the rest of the team all came in here. It was fun for the Olympic guys to be in here. Well, I had owned the Peanut Barrel, and me and my partner owned it, and he decided to get married, and his wife didn't think it'd be a very good idea for him to continue to own a bar. And I was pretty sure that if I owned a bar by myself, I'd be in trouble. So we sold the bar, and I came over here to work because it was the most well-known, oldest place around. It's history, you know. It's I think the second liquor license after Prohibition in Monroe County was this one, and that's saying something. It's named after Nick Christmalis, and he had I think, kind of soda fountain candy store during Prohibition, and the family still owns the building. That's Dr. Frank Christmalis, and he still loves the place and stops in and remembers the days when his dad owned it as like a soda fountain type thing. And then Nick was the one that got a liquor license right after Prohibition, and then it became Nick's English Hut. I think the reason so many people in Southern Indiana are Cubs fans is because they were on TV every day. You either watch, and at least 80 of those games were day games. So Nick's always featured the Cub game behind the front bar, and it got to be that it was a very popular thing. And back in the Dave Kingman era, I don't believe this was legal. I know it's not now, but I don't know if it was then, that if you were sitting at the bar drinking a pound of Budweiser and Dave Kingman hit a home run, you got a pound of Budweiser. Every Cub home run got a free beer for guys sitting at the bar. And that was a very popular thing, because the Cubs hit a lot of home runs in those days. They gave up more, but they hit a lot. One guy, Sam Wilson, was a diehard Cardinal fan. And even though you would only see maybe the Cardinals play the Cubs 8 or 10 times during the year out of the 160, he negotiated where if a Cardinal hit a home run when he was in here, he got his beer doubled up. But he would not drink a free beer for a Cub home run. He would not drink it. He didn't want you to pour it. And we admired him for that, and we let him do it. He was taking a big chance. And he lost a lot of free beers out of it. But, you admired his loyalty. The bell acknowledges the entrance of a lovely lady. And as my theory on this is that the way Nick's works, you pretty much have to work the kitchen before you get to be a bartender. And the kitchen guys work hard here. And, obviously it's hot in there and everything. And my understanding is that when a guy got to be working behind the front bar, he was trying to take care of his poor buddies in the kitchen and give them a heads up when some good-looking women came in and were going to walk up the stairs. And it was much appreciated by the guys in the kitchen. And I've worked in a lot of other places, and their kitchens are 2 or 3 times as big, and they say they're too small. And Nick's kitchen is very efficient, however. And guys work hard. The people that work in the kitchen here work hard. And they know it, and they expect it, and they take pride in it. It's a neat system, really. I bought an original bucket, and I was working at timeout of the regulator at the time. So that had to be the really early. I was 19. Really. I was the original 19. Look, I was dating a gal at the time, and we got 19 and 20, side by side in the front bar. And that bucket is probably rusted away by now. I don't know where. But yeah, that tradition's been going forever. Sink the biz. Yeah. Which is really not a very sanitary way to drink beer. But people, no one seems to have died from it yet. So. You know, it's the 80th year. There's Fred Eichhorn was in today, and yesterday was his 50th law reunion. He went to law school. Their 50th reunion was yesterday, and he's been coming in, Nick's, over 50 years. I mean, that's tradition you can't beat. You know, when you got 80 years of tradition, it's just incredible. You know, you can still have the 80 years of tradition and HD TVs. You know, I think it works. You just try to blend them together.